Crowdfunding is a way to use social media, and women are very good at that, to raise funds through friends and family to start their business, to pre-sell their product, to new products. They can use a social network to draw attention to social causes and raise funds for that. And it started from a group of people who got tired of trying to get loans through banks and lending institutions, angel investors, and they started these sites. It actually started out of the Sundance Music Festival. That's where Kickstarter, which is the largest crowdfunding site, got its start. And they were doing funding for independent films. So they've grown and grown and grown. There are about 450 crowdfunding sites in the world right now, and my two partners and I, we're all women, focus on, we found our niche for crowdfunding for women. So 48% of the businesses in the country are owned by women, small businesses, and only 5% of available funding goes there. So statistically, we have a good niche, and since we're women, we understand the marketing. We all have vast experience in marketing, and so we try to help. We give a lot of hands-on help to our projects. About 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, my mother died. Just after my two older sisters died, and I was working for an international speaker author, and it was hectic and stressful, and in the middle of all this I had these catastrophic family deaths, and so it makes you face your own mortality, and I got really brave. I dropped my fear and said, you know, I need to make a mark. I need to do something meaningful that helps me personally, but also helps other people. I didn't know anything about crowdfunding a year ago, and I called my friend Aggie, who is now my partner, and said, I need to book some speakers on a platform I don't know. I don't like what I find out there. Let's do our own event. So we started doing the crowdfunding live events to teach people about crowdfunding, and we just decided to become experts. We just said, well, we'll just become experts. And so I'm part of a group called CIFRA, which is working with the SEC to do the regulations for the Jobs Act, which was signed into law in March of this year. And then our other partner is a web developer, so she just figured it out and built the site. And it's not that easy, but I make it sound easy. And she's a genius. And then our partner Aggie does events. So with my marketing background and all of these other pieces, we just put this together and we stepped off the cliff, literally. We didn't have a business plan at that point. We do now. We formed an LLC. We did our first event in Los Angeles in June and had 150 participants. And we're just getting ready to do one in Reno. And we're very excited about, everybody gets excited. I get very passionate. I blog a lot about crowdfunding because it gave me back optimism about the future of business in the country and pre-selling products, new products, and selling ideas and getting people to join in a community to raise funds that are otherwise not available. And people are so wonderful and philanthropic and altruistic, and they just give money. And doing crowdfunding is simple, but it's not easy. It's a lot of work, but it's worth every bit of it. One of the things that I teach is the art of networking, is the art of making a relationship with another person. And I start out by building a natural rapport, a friendship. I find out something about that person and try to relate to it, and then I give something of myself. I garden, so I talk about that a lot. And it really helps, it cuts down the barriers. And so if I were going to recommend something to somebody else, it would be start that personal relationship first before you jump into business. Business comes, but start the personal relationship first and build a trust where there's equity and parity in the conversation.